Man, this is fucking money, man. Make the worst scraping. I figured it was.
Nate Collins, a car repair worker in a small Ohio town, and his girlfriend, Jenny Harper, scrape by with dreams of a better life. Their bank account is empty, Jenny's credit card is maxed, and bills pile up like snow in winter. One evening, a red pickup truck limps into their tow shop, its driver, Carl Dorsey, bloodied and frantic. Carl begs Nate to drive him to his brother's house, offering $10,000. Nate's eyes widen, but Jenny grabs his arm, urging caution. Carl, desperate, ups the offer to $20,000. Nate's hunger for cash drowns out Jenny's warnings. He agrees, ignoring her uneasy stare, and helps Carl into his tow truck. On the way, Carl slumps in the seat, barely conscious. Nate focuses on the road, the promise of $20,000 buzzing in his head. At a rundown house, Carl stumbles out, muttering thanks, and disappears inside. Nate drives back, but Jenny notices something in the truck's bed, a duffel bag left behind. They unzip it, finding stacks of cash, for $1 million in crisp bills. Nate's jaw drops, but Jenny's voice shakes. "We can't keep it," she says. "The cops will trace it." Nate argues they could take just some. No one would know. The bag has no tags, no serial numbers. Jenny hesitates, her honesty warring with their poverty. They agree to split the money, hiding most in a safe place. They drive to a nearby woods, burying the stained bills under a tree. The red truck, a glaring clue, gets pushed into a ravine. They work fast, their breaths heavy, expecting sirens any moment. Days pass with no news, no cops. Nate feels invincible, like he's outsmarted fate. He buys a sleek new car, showing it off at the repair shop. Jenny wears a gold necklace, drawing stares. Their co-workers whisper, sensing a change. Nate and Jenny dream big, planning trips to Paris, Rome, Tokyo. Over dinner, they laugh, sketching a life free of debt. But Carl's brother, Ray Dorsey, starts asking around town about Carl's last ride. Ray, a hulking man with a sharp gaze, tracks the red truck's last known stop, Nate's shop. He questions locals, showing Carl's photo. Jenny overhears a co-worker mention Ray's visit and panics. She tells Nate they need to launder the money carefully, but Nate scoffs. "No one's looking," he says. "We're rich now." Jenny bites her lip, noticing a strange car parked near their house at night. The town's old detective, Sam Wheeler, stops by the shop, eyeing Nate's new car. "Nice ride," Sam says, his tone probing. "Where'd the money come from?" Nate stumbles, claiming a side job. Sam nods, unconvinced, and warns him to stay honest. Jenny's boss, Clara, a nosy woman who never liked her, comments on her necklace. "Fancy for a partner," Clara sneers. Jenny mumbles about a gift, her cheeks hot. Later, a co-worker, Mike, pulls Nate aside, asking to join his business. Nate lies, saying it's just a lucky streak. Mike's eyes narrow, unconvinced. Jenny spots the strange car again, idling outside their house. She tells Nate, her voice tight. They stop spending, afraid to draw more attention. Nate grows moody, snapping at Jenny for her paranoia. Sam's questions linger, and Clara's gossip spreads. At a diner, Jenny finds $10,000 in her purse, slipped there by someone. She shows Nate, terrified. "Someone knows," she whispers. Nate's face hardens, he thinks it's a test. They decide to stay quiet, but Jenny's old classmate, Lisa, greets her warmly at the store, fishing for details about her new wealth. Jenny brushes her off, her stomach churning. Clara confides in his friend, Tom, a retired cop, about Jenny's sudden riches. "She was broke last month," Clara says. "Now she's dripping in gold." Tom agrees it's suspicious. At the diner, Nate and Jenny overhear whispers about their car, their jewelry. They feel eyes everywhere, their secret closing in. One night, Ray confronts them at their house, holding a blood-stained cloth from Carl's truck. "Where's my brother?" he demands. Nate denies knowing anything, but Ray's glare cuts through him. Jenny stammers, saying they just towed the truck. Ray leaves, unconvinced, promising to return. Nate and Jenny argue, their trust fraying. Jenny wants to return the money, but Nate refuses. "We're in too deep," he says. They dig up the cash, planning to move it, but Ray follows them to the woods. He ambushes them, demanding the truth. Nate cracks, leading Ray to the buried bag. As they dig, Sam arrives, gun drawn. Nate freezes, Sam's been tailing them, piecing together Carl's disappearance. Ray lunges at Sam, accusing him of covering for Nate. In the chaos, Sam reveals he's no hero. He's been working with Carl's crew, skimming their deals. Sam admits Carl was smuggling cash for a drug ring, and Sam tipped him off about a rival gang's hit. Carl's injuries came from that ambush, and Sam expected a cut of the $4 million. When Carl vanished, Sam suspected Nate and Jenny. He shoots Ray, silencing him, then turns on the couple. "Where's my money?" he snarls. Jenny, trembling, points to the bag. As Sam reaches for it, Nate tackles him, wrestling for the gun. It fires, grazing Jenny's arm. She screams, grabbing a rock and smashing Sam's hand. He drops the gun, cursing. Nate scrambles for the weapon, but Sam kicks him down. Jenny, blood dripping, swings the rock again, hitting Sam's head. He collapses, unconscious. Nate and Jenny stare at each other, panting. Ray's body lies nearby, Sam's blood pooling. They realize their dream is a nightmare. They grab the bag, leaving Sam and Ray in the woods. At home, they burn the cash in their backyard, the flames eating their hopes. Jenny sobs, her arm bandaged. Nate holds her, promising they'll start over clean. Weeks later, the town buzzes with news of Ray's and Sam's deaths, ruled a drug deal gone wrong. Nate and Jenny return to their old life, towing cars, paying bills. They don't speak of the money, but their eyes carry the weight. At night, Jenny clutches Nate, afraid of shadows. He whispers they're safe, but his voice shakes. The town moves on, but their secret binds them, a scar that won't fade.